Hello friends. So far in our methods journey, we have understood all the fundamental concepts of methods like its definition, actual and formal arguments, and then how to invoke a method. We had a detailed look at the return statement. We learned about static and non-static methods, and we also worked through a lot of examples to get hands-on practice. In case you have not gone through the earlier videos of methods chapter, I request you to please go through them, otherwise understanding pass by value and pass by reference and then method overloading will be difficult for you. Let's move forward in our methods journey and look at the concept of pass by value and pass by reference. Pass by value and pass by reference are also called call by value and call by reference respectively. I may use these terms interchangeably, so please don't get confused. I will start by walking you through a program and then you need to guess its output. The program will set the context for our discussion on pass by value. Here we have a method named demo. It takes no inputs and returns no value. In the body of demo method, I have first declared an int variable x and initialized it to 10. After that, I am printing this line value before twofold method call equal to 10. After that, I am calling twofold method and passing this x as its input argument. Let's look at twofold method now, then we will come back to this line number 19. Twofold method accepts a single int variable as its input and returns no value. It multiplies its input argument with 2 and then prints it. That is a very simple twofold method. Coming back to this line in demo method, after the call to twofold method, I again print the value of x along with this message. This is the complete program. Now you need to tell me what the output of this program will be when I execute the demo method. I will repeat the question again, listen carefully. What will be the output of the program if I execute the demo method? Will it be option A or will it be option B? Take a moment, pause the video and think about the answer. Okay, which option you chose? Let's execute the program and see the output. I will first compile the program. Then I will create an object of this class. After that, I'll use the object to execute the demo method. Let's bring back the options to check which one is the correct option. Congratulations if you chose B. That is the correct answer. And don't worry if you chose A. We will now understand how this output came. Let me switch back to the program. Here at line number 18, I am calling twofold method from demo method. The actual argument of this call to twofold method is x, which has a value of 10. The formal argument of method twofold is n. When I am calling twofold method here, this x itself is not passed to twofold method. Instead, the value of x is copied to the formal parameter n. What this means is that x and n are two different variables. The changes that are made to n in the twofold method will not reflect to x in the demo method, as x and n are different variables. This is called pass by value or call by value. We can define pass by value as the way of passing arguments to a method by copying the actual arguments to the formal arguments. Any changes to the formal arguments does not reflect on the actual arguments. Let's understand this concretely. Assume this is demo method and this is twofold method. Demo method has this value 10 which is stored inside this box named x. Demo method wants to pass this value to twofold method. In pass by value, demo method will create another copy of this box and hand it over to twofold method. Original box X is still with demo method. A copy of it is given to twofold method. Twofold method takes out this 10 from the box, multiplies it with 2, so it becomes 20. Then it keeps this 20 back into the box. When we check the box in twofold method, we find that it contains 20. After that, when we come back to demo method and check its box, that still contains 10 as the two boxes are different. Changes done by twofold method to its box does not affect demo method's box. This is called pass by value. In Java, all primitive data types are passed by value. So if a method argument is byte, short, int, long, float, double, char or boolean, then it will be passed by value. In pass by reference, actual parameters are not copied onto formal parameters. Instead, both actual and formal parameters refer to the same box. The implication of this is that the changes done to the formal parameters in the called method affect the actual parameters in the calling method. In Java, reference data types, that is arrays and objects, are passed to methods through pass by reference. Let's look at a similar box example to understand pass by reference better. Then we will go through a program in BlueJ to see pass by reference in action. We have our demo method and twofold method again. This time, demo method has an int array of 5 elements which it wants to pass to twofold method. Array is a reference type, so demo method can't use the pass by value technique it used earlier. It has to use pass by reference. So it will not create a copy of this box containing this array. Instead, it will place this box in the middle between demo method and twofold method so that both demo and twofold method can access it. Twofold method takes the array elements from this box, multiplies each element by 2 and places this updated array back inside the box. When we check the box in twofold method, we find that each element of the array is doubled. After that, when we go back to demo method and check the box, we find that elements of the array are twice their original value. The reason being, this time both demo and twofold method are using the same box. So whatever changes twofold method makes to the box are visible in demo method as well. This is called pass by reference or call by reference. We can define it as passing a reference of actual parameters to formal parameters such that all the changes to the formal parameters are reflected to the actual parameters. Let's switch to BlueJ and see an example program of this. This program has two methods, demo and twofold. In the demo method, we declare and initialize an int array with 5 elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we print the elements of the array before calling twofold method. After that, we call the twofold method and pass the array to it. Inside the twofold method, we multiply each element of the array by 2. After that, we print all the elements of the array. With that, twofold method ends and we come back to this line of demo method. We again print the elements of the array in the demo method to find out if changes made in twofold method are reflected in demo method too. I will execute the program now. First, I'll create an object of this class. Then I'll use this object to execute the demo method. We got the output. Let me bring back the program as well. Before the call to twofold method, the elements of the array are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside twofold method, each element of the array is doubled. So here we can see that the elements of the array inside the twofold method are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And now comes the important part. The changes done to the array in the twofold method are visible in the main method after the call to twofold method. Reason being, arrays are passed by reference. So that concludes our discussion of pass by value and pass by reference. I hope these concepts are clear to you now. Time to say goodbye.